It's costing the housing industry in New South Wales $165 million every year, and for some projects adding up to 180 days.
Brad, your report focuses on New South Wales, but is this a national issue, and if so, what are the barriers to home building?
While our report does focus on New South Wales, if you did a dive into every local government area around the country, you would find similar pieces of unnecessary red tape that are really slowing us down from getting keys indoors for families.
And this report comes from what your members are telling you?
Absolutely. So the report is born from several years of our members bringing us these real-world issues, with each of these speed bumps costing several $100s each, and even adding to delays. And again, each of those in their own right might not look like a big deal, but when you add them all together, as the report outlines, it's costing the housing industry in New South Wales $165 million every year, and for some projects adding up to 180 days in delays. Now that cost doesn't actually include the extra rent and mortgage repayments that families would be paying while waiting to get into their home.
And when we look at some of those speed bumps, DA or development application approvals is a big one. Your report proposes speeding up that process, but how do you do that when it varies so much across council areas in New South Wales?
Absolutely. A lack of consistency across council areas does really hamper business. It hampers investment too, because developers don't know what they might be able to do in different council areas. And that's where state-based codes really do come to the fore. Things like complying development in New South Wales, which is a fast-track approval pathway, provides much more certainty and speed.
It's not easy to get a CDC though. In many cases, you have to go and get a DA.
That's right. So at the moment, complying development is quite restrictive, and so that's where our conversations with government are around providing more flexibility when it comes to complying development, and also expanding the building types and typologies that could be included in that fast-track system.
And when it comes to approvals on top of approvals, we know that you get an approval to build a house and then you have to get an approval to build a driveway. That's obviously frustrating for homeowners, but probably for those building the various things as well.
Oh, it's just crazy. At the moment, my members are telling me that it can take longer to get the approval for the driveway than it did to get the approval for the entire house. Now, in this day and age, why can't we just streamline the process and just have one house, one approval?
The New South Wales State Government has recently set up the Housing Delivery Authority to fast-track select new builds, separate from the complicated system we've been talking about. Is that working?
Well, at the moment, nothing has actually been approved under that system. Many projects have been given the okay to put in an application, and that system is something that HIA supports. We do see a lot of benefits in that approach. Many local councils are struggling with resources to get these approvals done, so it makes sense for the state government to step in and help out with those. But at the end of the day, an approval doesn't necessarily equal a building being built, because once you've got the approval, you still need to get finance, and then we need enough skills to deliver those homes as well.
Now in Sydney, it's been reported that some councils don't want the New South Wales government's proposed pattern book scheme to roll out standardised low to mid-rise homes across their suburbs. Do you think attitudes need to change if we're going to build enough homes to meet demand?
Absolutely, attitudes need to change. We're in a once-in-a-generation housing crisis, and that requires a once-in-a-generation response. And so to just keep doing the things we've always done them means we're not going to solve the problem. We will continue to have increasing rates in homelessness. We will continue to have people struggling to find a rental apartment that they can afford. And the proposed pattern books, while we haven't seen them yet, it is quite exciting what could be done with faster approval pathways for low to mid-rise buildings.
Brad Armitage, thank you so much.
Thank you.